I started my YouTube journey when I was in my early 20s, and there is one video that is still online. It's called I Have a Dream. In this video I'm telling you about the dream that I have of traveling and seeing the world. I was starting to sell lots of things that I have to minimize things that I own in order to be more free. Today all I own fits into a van, which I'm very happy about. My life changed a lot, and it all started with a dream. I know that people who follow me are very like-minded, probably people who like to travel or who would like to travel and are too involved in society and the role they play in society. I was too, and I still am a bit. There are some nice advantages you can have when you are in the structure of society, and if you have a job and an insurance, especially health insurance, is very helpful and important. In this video I just want to encourage you to believe in the dreams you have, and I think all it takes is to think about the dreams you have and maybe even make a list of each step it takes to achieve your dream, and start with the first step on your list, which is most of the times just realizing that you have this specific dream. I don't think it makes any difference which kind of dream it is. For me it was traveling. So one day I booked a flight to Portugal. It was my first journey, and I did it alone, which I think is very important also, to make experiences like that alone, because when you are with someone, most likely you will not have conversations that you can have when you are traveling alone, people approaching to you or you meeting a group of other people. And you know, there comes this point of just going with the flow, which sounds very funny and kind of provocating maybe, but it really happens when you take your first step, like I did going to Portugal. I met one guy, an older guy, his name was Francesco. I met him in Lisbon, and he drew me a map of Lisbon and of Portugal, and he told me where I should travel to. He told me if I have 30 days in Portugal, I should get somehow down to Faro, take an airplane or a train, and should also see south of Spain. So with this plan I traveled down to the south, and I met another guy called Ingo, and he offered me to take me to Faro, and I didn't know where to sleep. I didn't have a sleeping bag or anything. It was already pretty late. I didn't book any hostel. He said I don't have to worry, he knows someone, and through him I found this beautiful camp called Tico Camp, which unfortunately burned down. I guess it's already 2 years ago. But until then I made probably the most beautiful and important experiences in my life there. I just wanted to stay for one night, but it turned out that this place is so beautiful and magical. So I decided to spend the rest of my holidays there. Last day before I took my flight back to Germany, I bought a caravan from the rest of the money that I had, knowing that I would start working in Germany again as soon as I am back. I really had this spark inside of me that I need to go back to Portugal. I need to go back to this place, and I need to start creating a life that is more free and allows me to live my life more to live and not to work. I spoke about this with my boss and he wasn't that pleased. But he agreed on a very organic way of working with me. Means I could just tell him how many months I would like to stay in Germany and when I want to leave. I did this for 4 years. Every time when I got back to Portugal, I accomplished one step more. From my caravan that I bought, after 2 months I felt like it makes no sense. I don't have a car here, I can't move. So I went back to Germany and bought a van. From that time on, I just rented out my caravan, which gave me some money, a passive income. After some months, I already had all the money back that I invested in the caravan. Unfortunately, it burned down in the fire. So I got my first van. It was a T4 with a high top, but after 2 years I realized, okay, it's too small and I already got my first dog, so I sold it and I got my DHL truck afterwards, and I converted my DHL truck, working in Germany full-time and working on the van for 2 months until it got dark every day. Yeah, now I mostly live in my DHL truck. There are times where I live in a flat, and also I realized I would prefer to live in a flat long term. It's also a beautiful feeling to just really settle there. What I want to tell you is, back then when I made this video on YouTube that I have a dream, I didn't think that my life would look like this and that my dream would turn out like this. That's exactly the point. Sometimes your soul is telling you to do something because there is a great plan for you to open up. You don't even know how great and big and mesmerizing this plan is. You just know the beginning of it and you don't know where life takes you. But believing in your dream and going the steps it takes to reach your dream is the greatest gift you can do for yourself. And I want to encourage you to do this no matter what your dream is. I believe as soon as the universe sees that you're taking steps, the universe will take some steps to get closer to you and to help you realize your dreams. Long story short, believe in this inner voice of yours and believe in what it's telling you and where it wants to take you, and go the fucking steps. Do this list and do what it takes. And yeah, let me know what you're dreaming of, what is holding you back from doing it. And also let me know if you like this kind of videos, me talking to you like this. I'm having my morning coffee right now, and it was just some thoughts that I had and that I wanted to share. So thank you for listening, and I see you soon.